Hello and welcome to the History and Art Secrets YouTube channel. Are you ready for a new journey in search of knowledge? Acireale is an Italian municipality of 50,500 inhabitants in the metropolitan area of Catania. The city's origins are lost in legend. It is said that, over 2,000 years ago, a Greek city called Siphonia arose on the slopes of Mount Etna, and that it took its name from Acis, the young shepherd killed out of jealousy by the Cyclops Polyphemus. From his blood, according to Virgil and Ovid, an underground river was born that the Greeks called Arches, giving rise to the myth we still know today. With the fall of Siphonia, the territory became known as Arches in Roman times, participating in the Punic Wars. Archaeological evidence confirms the presence of a community dedicated to citrus cultivation and fishing. The Middle Ages profoundly transformed the village. Under the Byzantines, it took the name Jashium, while with the arrival of the Arabs, it was renamed Al-Yak. In the 12th century, the Normans built the sanctuary of Valverde, consecrating the site to Marian devotion. The earthquake of 1169 depopulated much of the coast, forcing the inhabitants to retreat inland. Towards the end of the 14th century, a group of families left the castle of Archi to settle further north, founding Aquileia Nuova in opposition to Aquileia Vettere. In that locality, on the site of today's Piazza Duomo, the famous Zu Speranza tavern opened its doors, a meeting place for travelers and merchants, testifying to a town experiencing demographic and commercial growth. The events of the 14th and 15th centuries, marked by the War of the Vespers and the Plague of 1466, did not halt the evolution of Aquileia Nuova. Here, a votive temple dedicated to Saint Sebastian the Martyr was built. Having survived the 1693 earthquake, it later changed its dedication to Saint Anthony of Padua. Of the old building, only the elegant Lombard Gothic portal, dating to 1475, remains. At that time, the relics of the patron saint, Saint Venera, returned to the city. The 16th century was the century of guilds and commerce. Merchants took over the citrus and oil trade, building sumptuous palaces and churches that earned Aquileia Nuova the nickname, the City of 100 Bells. In 1535, by order of Charles V, the village was elevated to a municipality, with its own civil and judicial statutes. In 1600, the community lost some lands, which were split into new fiefdoms, but in 1642, it gained the name Acireale, decreed by Philip IV of Spain. Just 40 years later, the devastating earthquake of 1693 leveled many of the buildings, forcing the population to undertake a massive reconstruction project in the Baroque style, which would define the city's current architectural face. Between 1700 and 1800, the city slowly recovered. In 1820 and 1848, Acireale was at the center of the Sicilian insurrections, while the opening of the Santa Venerina Spa in 1873 and the Grand Hotel des Bains made it a renowned spa resort. Rail connections improved, boosting tourism, especially seaside resorts along the Cyclops coast. After the unification of Italy, it became the capital of a district, a role it lost during the fascist regime. The 20th century was marked by infrastructural modernization, but also by wartime destruction and subsequent reconstruction. It was then that local ceramics and publishing industries emerged, contributing to the city's development. In 2000, with a presidential decree dated November 30, 2005, Acireale officially obtained the title of city. Today, it is famous worldwide for its carnival as well as for its summer events celebrating its food and wine traditions. The historic center, with its Baroque churches and finely decorated palaces, attracts thousands of visitors every year. If you enjoyed this video story, please like it, share it on your social media, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Hello.